Hello, everybody. So, we're going to jump into it because most people believe that their capability statement is helping them to win contracts. But here's the truth, it's probably the reason that you're being ignored. But here's the good news, fixing it is way easier than you think when you know what to say and how to say it. So that's what we're going to be talking about today. So if you guys are tired of submitting and getting silence, stay with me until the end because I'm going to show you how your capability narrative is silently sabotaging your success and how to rewrite it so that you finally start winning the contracts that your expertise deserves. So let me tell you a story, right? One of my students, Jonathan, he runs a logistics company in Atlanta, and he's been in business for 12 years, has a solid past performance, strong certifications, but every time he submitted his capability statements, crickets. So he finally got frustrated and he called me up and he says, Dr. Mel, he says, I've sent out 30 of my capability statements this quarter. And what am I missing? I don't know what I'm missing. So I said, let me look at it. Let me open up the file. And what I found was a textbook, right? Literally a textbook. He had followed a template, guys, from 2017. I kid you not. All right. And it had a generic intro. It had his next codes, had his company overview, no connection to mission, no AI alignment, and no impact language. So I looked at him and I said, Jonathan, you're using a blockbuster DVV, all right, in a Netflix world. All right. And he laughed at me, but he got it. He understood. All right. You cannot use a blockbuster DVD in a Netflix world. All right. So here's the truth, guys. Your capability statement, it isn't just a document, it's a silent sales rep. And in 2025, if it doesn't speak the agency's language clearly, quickly, and with relevance, you're invisible, right? And so buyers, they don't have time to figure out what you do, all right? They need to know in seconds what's your mission, all right? What specific solutions do you offer? What impact have you made, and how tech forward are you ready, all right, in this AI and technological world? All right, there is no longer, here's what we do. We're not doing that anymore, guys. We're not doing that anymore. It's about how we help you win your mission faster, better, and cheaper. That's what they want to know. How can you help me win my mission faster, better, and cheaper? All right, so what I want you guys to do is I want you guys to write this down. All right. And or if you don't want to write it down, you can certainly watch the video over again. But information, it doesn't win contracts. Interpretation does. Write this down. Information, it doesn't win contracts. Interpretation does. So you've got the experience. I know this because I talk to small business owners every day. You've got the experience, guys. You've been managers, you've ran companies, you've in corporate America, you've been supervisors. You have the experience, guys. You had to what? Work harder, right? In order to get the experience because you had to what? Stand out, do more. So you have the experience, all right? And you've done the work. But if you're presenting facts instead of outcomes, you're missing the moment. Most people, they list their services, janitorial services, cybersecurity services, transportation services, medical courier services, right? Program management. But the federal buyers, they don't buy services, they buy solutions. All right. And you must reframe what you do and change it up from We offer cybersecurity services. We offer medical courier services. We offer janitorial services. Two, we secure federal systems against emerging threats using AI-backed protocol and CMMC aligned frameworks. All right, that's modern mission alignment, right? That's what we've got to do. So let's talk about, guys, what's changing. And I love research. That's what I do, right? And I always like to keep you guys abreast of what's changing. So in case you didn't know, in 2024, right, the GAO, they released a procurement insights report showing that 73% of agency reviewers, they use AI powered tools to filter capability statements. All right. And capability narratives with measurable impact statements were 5 times more likely to reach a CO's desk, contracting officer's desk, right? And 68% of buyers preferred vendors who linked their work to agency specific missions. So they want to know, how can you help them with their mission, right? That's what they're looking for. All right, the translation. If your capability statement, guys, isn't AI readable, mission linked, and measurable, you're out. The government isn't looking for who you are. All right, they want to know how you can help them hit their KPIs. Hopefully that makes sense, guys. All right, so we got to reframe our old, all right, capability statements and make it where it's mission oriented. All right, so here's the value for you, right? When you modernize your capability statement with mission aligned messaging, AI friendly formatting, and proof driven storytelling, all right, you stop being invisible. But the real value is that you stop chasing contracts and start attracting 6 and 7 figure opportunities that are what? Pre-aligned to your expertise. All right. And this is especially powerful if you are a veteran owned business like myself, a woman owned business like myself, a minority owned business like myself, a service disabled owned business like myself, or a small business like myself, because you now have the proof and position. All right, so I want you guys to imagine this. You submit your capability statement and a contracting officer calls you directly because they can see exactly how your solution solves their problem. You're no longer competing with 200 vendors. You're 1 out of 3. Because, why? Because you what? Aligned your language, your leadership, and your legacy with their mission. That's the shift from paper to power, guys. That's the difference between competing for crumbs and claiming the full contract. All right. So let me coach you just for a second. You don't lack experience. We talked about that. You've been running corporate America agencies, right, for years, right? You're not missing the value, all right? You've just been using the wrong words in the wrong rooms, all right? Your expertise has to be interpreted through their priorities, all right? And when you do that, the game changes, all right? Isn't that I know that's what you want, right? I know that's what you want. Why? Because that's what my students are saying. They're saying, hey, doc, I've submitted 30 of these capability statements in the last quarter. I've gotten crickets. Nobody's calling me. It's not moving the needle. All right. But you want to scale without stress. That's what I teach you guys. How to what? Live your best life doing what you love. How to what? Increase your revenue with just one contract, right? Stabilize your business. So you want to be able to scale without stress. And finally, what? Win without guessing. All right. It starts with a single document, a 1-page or a 2-page capability statement that what opens doors instead of closing the doors. All right. So here's what I want you to do. I want you to book a session with me. It's called my capability statement review session. It's about 60 minutes, and I'll walk you through how to what? Actually align your statement with 2025 AI readiness, right? For a statement that what is for both the bots and the buyers, right? Because bots and buyers are reviewing these statements. All right. It will connect your value to your mission. All right. And that's what they care about most. And finally, feel confident that your silent sales rep is working for you instead of against you. All right. So we're doing a lot of stuff, guys. The year is almost gone, right? There's lots of money being spent, all right, in this last couple of quarters. And so we want to make sure that they are calling us, right? Because what? We have positioned ourselves to align with the agency's mission. All right, so guys, if you found value in this video, as always, give it a like, subscribe, share it with others that are what in the same space that you're in, and that's what government contracting and what also learning how to grow and scale their business, all right, with government contracting, be it local, state, or federal. All right, because I want you guys to understand that your capability statement, guys, it isn't just a summary, it's your sales rep. And in 2025, 2026, it's better to get it right so that you can what? Crush it, and you can what? Win the contracts that you've been what? Working on. All right, guys, this is your girl, Dr. Melissa J. Williams. Live your best life doing what you love. I love government contracting. All right. And so what I want you guys to do, if you're watching this in school, all right, let me know in the comments if you've already revamped your capability statement so that it is what? AI ready. All right. And if you guys are watching this on YouTube or on another social media platform, let me know, guys, if you have aligned your capability statement and or if you need help. All right. Book a call with me. We're here to help you because guess what? I am truly in it for all of us to win. There's enough money on the table. All right. As always, live your best life doing what you love. Stay healthy, happy, and I will see you in the next video and or lesson. Bye for now.